It's me, Nola. Welcome to the Chan. Or welcome if you're new, welcome if you're not. This is a very off video. However, I don't know, I kind of want to try something new. I doubt there will be much of this. But we're going to be baking some muffins. Not sponsored or anything. But it's these types of muffins. Wild blueberry. And the last time I actually made those, they were like gray. So yeah, they were gray. I added way too much of everything. And like for me, I went to a culinary class in school. I don't know if all high schools have this, but what I went to is called an A Center. Do I know what it stands for? Things like Special Academic Center, I don't know, but for my school, they're like, there's the A Center. There are many A Centers that you could pick from. The four I wanted was either child care, vet care, radio. And I only did radio because in that school specifically, the only thing I wanted to do was the culinary. So out of like everything else, like I don't know, nothing in there really interested me. Unlike that one specifically. Okay, anyways. But you would think for someone who took the ACE class would know how to cook. Even though saying that, though, I've always been better at cooking than baking because they are different things. But, yeah. And then I tried to salvage it. That's why they were great, because I add, like, flour. But what we're adding to this is a half cup of milk. I use 2% because my stomach can't take skim milk anymore for whatever reason. Or like, it's really weird when it comes to milk. And then pure vegetable oil. We're doing 1/2 of that too, if I'm remembering these correctly. Because last time I did like a cup and a half. I don't know. Okay. Oh man, it's been a hot minute since I've been in culinary, and even if then, I should know these things. But even more so since, you know, I was in culinary. There we go. And then it calls for 2 eggs. I don't really know if they're large or not, but to me, an egg's an egg. You know? And I think what they say is that you should take out the yolk. So I'm going to look that up real quick. Because I want these to be the best muffins. Because last time was not it. When making muffins, should you take out the yolk? Okay. Never mind, I lied. Don't listen to me. I swear I heard that somewhere. Never mind then. We're keeping everything in. Maybe that was for cakes. I don't know. And I think it specifies 2. Yes, 2 eggs. 2 eggs, vegetable oil, and water. Yeah, before you bake, sprinkle top with sugar to add a sweet crunch. Well, I don't want a sweet crunch. So, yeah, make sure your stuff isn't spoiled. Which, something I did learn in culinary. When it comes to ingredients, if you don't know how long to keep them for, 2 weeks tops, or if you have the closest thing that expires is the date you should use it by. Like, for this instance, my milk expires on the 9th. So I should eat these before the 9th, right? So that's something I learned in culinary. I remember some things, not much. I was going to go to college for culinary, but never did. Because school is just not my forte. And you need, like, a whole, like, you know, college. You know, I would like if, like, when it comes to, like, doing those things, because I know for certain things you, like, obviously need, you know, certain, classes, but I feel like for certain things, you should just be able to take the class and frick everything else, like all this other random crap. Like, irrelevant things. Like, bro, I just want to just let me do one thing. Why do I take 10 other classes that are so irrelevant to this specific thing I want to take? But I digress, because I would so take it. I would have taken it, but there were like a buttload of other classes that were with it. But I'm putting this away real quick. And I'm getting a whisk. I've got a whisk. This whisk is not so good because it's really loose. And I like something a lot more firm. But while I whisk these, I'm going to bake it for 400. We're just going to get that started up while I stir. And don't forget, and I'm saying this mainly for me, I can't forget the blueberries. But I'm going to mix those in once I mix all this other stuff in. ASMR. I don't like how that sounds. But I really wouldn't. I should have used a bit of a bigger bowl, but I didn't. But yeah, I would have liked, I don't know, I feel like a part of me should have done like the culinary class though, because I really do love culinary, but there are certain things that I like to do and to keep them as hobbies and not get profit from them, you know? Even though I know they say if you love what you do, you're not really working a day in your life. Something of that matter. And it's like, I do love cooking, but like, I really don't want to, I don't know, like, I just don't want to profit from it, because then it just becomes a job, even though I really do love cooking. It's just, I don't know, it's my happy place. It's a way I, like, I don't know, when I'm having a tough day, it's my way to decompress. Like, art, that's something I would make more into a side hustle, if anything, because I do really like art, but I don't really use that to decompress or anything, unlike cooking. And I don't know, I don't really know what the difference is, but I don't know, I guess like when it comes to art, I do see that more as a job or as work, because I don't know, you're really kind of like, okay, well, when is this done, or how should I do this? Well, I don't know, I see art more so as a job than cooking. And also another thing I learned in culinary, the most dangerous thing in the kitchen are these. It's the tops to cans, because they can slice and dice you. So always be careful with these. But yeah, that's definitely, kind of my look on it. Like, I feel like too, I would make building, because I really like putting things together too and constructing things. I would probably make that into a job too, but I would definitely say art would be like my top priority when it comes to, like, if I made any hobby a job, it would be art. But we're gonna mix these together. I know it says like you should dump the juice out, but I'm not going to because the juice gives it the flavor. I should have, if anything, added the juice as like maybe the milk content. But yeah, no. I'm going to mix the rest of this and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got everything nice and mixed. I did it for about like 2-3 minutes until I thought, you know, hey, this looks good. And now I'm just getting the leftovers. The oven just beep-booped. And what else? Okay, so what I did while the camera was not recording, I greased the muffin tray. Not sponsored or anything, but I just use olive oil spray. I either use olive oil spray or avocado. I guess I didn't have any. Yeah, no. I don't have any olive oil. So I didn't have any avocado, so I used my olive oil. I didn't really notice until I read it, to be honest. But I mainly use avocado, not olive oil. But anyways, so I just sprayed the cups and around it, because if you get some on the pan and you spray the pan, it won't stick to the pan. So we're just gonna put that aside, and I'm gonna pour the rest in, and then I'll be right back. I'm back. And what I normally do, ta-da! What I normally do, so I don't get it on the pan, is I just use the cup that I used to put the milk and the olive oil in, or not olive oil, the vegetable oil. But that's gonna be in there for about 18 to 22 minutes. So I'm probably gonna do like 19. Actually, I'll do 20. So yeah, we'll see the results once they're done. Okay, look at them. Look at the blueberries. Okay, I'm gonna get them out real quick. Right, here are the blueberries. I'm thinking I know why they turned out so kind of grayish last time. It's because of the I didn't think about this, but it's because of like the juice in the muffins, or like not the muffins themselves, but the blueberries. But yeah, there they are. Hope you enjoyed my little whatever this is. And don't forget, if you try the batter, you shouldn't, because you can get salmonella. Small chance, but there's still always a chance. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Peace. Don't forget to drink water, eat food, and love yourself. Bye.